Good morning, and welcome to another Link to the Past Randomizer League Season 3 match. Today we have the Fendrana Drifters versus Sphere Finny, Megawott versus sab0tender. My name is Tracy M. With me today is Lynn. How you doing, Lynn?
Hello, I'm doing great. Commending both of my friends, so it's gonna be a great one.
Yeah, this should be a good one.
The Drifters took game one. I mean, the first game. Let's put it like this. Now it's time for revenge. Those two runners know each other very well.
Yep.
They're good friends, and that's why they wanted to run against each other this week. So very excited about it.
And of course, as good friends always do, they want to beat each other. So this should be a fun to watch. And of course, this is the spoiler week. We do have on sab0tender's side, we have P-Train doing the piloting. Megawott has Jet doing the piloting. So we have a train and a jet piloting our race today.
Hey, very good. Didn't see what was in Link's house. Red Boomerang, apparently. Thanks, Striker. So we have a Sang start for Megawatt. Not going for Hoolihan right away. I see a lot of players who are doing that. But you also have in the spoiler log information about the bush crabs and the triples, and that's what Megawatt is after right now, I think.
Looks like he's going for no, maybe not tier 1. He's going for the bush crab.
No.
Okay, he's killing the he's going for a different
probably
tier.
a tier. Yeah.
Yeah. So to kill this bush crab, kill the poor bush crab again. Nope, just gonna do the sign again.
Okay, tier 2 got hit. So I'm assuming bombs. Yeah, bombs.
Yeah. I mean, what else would? I mean, I guess you could do that for big 20s as well. We do see a book in the Lost Woods.
Look, it's nice. I mean, at this point, you don't really know if you're gonna need it, and it's kind of early into the game, so you just grab whatever you can. And
yeah, I mean,
you'll
especially the book.
Later. Yeah.
The pilots at this point are frantically looking through the log, trying to figure out everything that their runners need to pick up, and it is pretty frantic at the beginning. So so when you see something that maybe is necessary, that's not too far out of the way, you just grab it.
So nothing in Blind Hut, I guess, or maybe there are some bombs here in the well. Nope. Okay.
No.
Just a piece of heart. Actually surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's I'm going to just jump down the well while you figure out where I need to go next. Which, isn't an unusual thing to do.
They wanted money for bombs. That's why they did it.
That makes sense. Instead of doing the tree pull that Megawatt did.
But Megawatt is not even opening the wall, so not sure.
They see a small key to desert and nothing in the back there.
Just a small key to desert. That what didn't require bomb as well.
Well, there's something that definitely required. We do have a Swamp Palace crystal, therefore that mirror is hard required.
Oh, so I was going back for a Blind Hut, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it could be that small key.
I mean, small key to desert, early book.
But it looks like sab0tender wants to get whatever's in the back there, so let's see. Might just be a safety item.
Actually surprised with the bomb situation. I'm currently looking at the stun price. It's actually bombs. And they have a boomerang.
In fact, Megawott has 2 boomerangs. Interesting that sab0tender grabbed that small key to Hera. I wonder if that's just let's just grab it just in case, or if Megawott and Jet missed it and they will need to come back for it later.
Okay, already a divergence here. Megawatt's heading towards Easton, despite having the book and the small key already.
Easton's a pendant, so probably there must be something useful here. And
I guess.
Probably not going to ever beat it. Okay, looks like there's only one item we care about in the dam, because we're not opening the chest.
I mean, if it's like...
a lamp.
Lamp, kind of useful.
I mean, it could be required as a fire source. Definitely nice to have. And it's in a nice, convenient spot. There's no reason not to pick it up.
Yeah, definitely.
A
Just
bow and
about.
Easter, nice.
Good seed already.
Nice thing about being a spoiler is you're not going to get sucked into being the dungeon.
Yeah. Oh, that's not a
Oh,
nice pattern.
sab0tender.
Like, still have a few
Oh,
bombs.
those Moldorms. Oh my god. It was right in, like, the bomb landed and the Moldorms were right there, and then they just split.
Okay, he got it. Only one bomb left, but good enough. Meanwhile, oh wait,
A glove, that's
that
useful.
Megawatt almost now grabbing the free lamp, kind of free lamp.
Yeah, it's pretty free.
Those 20s are kind of free as well. Like,
Yeah,
it's
when you
money.
have the mirror, yeah, that's like, you're not losing too much time picking up that 20. At the very least, they're going to need. Now, I was going to say they need money to get to pod, but they might not need to go to pod. It's a pendant as well.
Although still nice to have. I mean, there's always something in pod. In this mode.
Oh yeah, absolutely, especially pendant pod.
not always, but usually.
Sure feels that way sometimes. Okay, we do have Megawatt going into desert.
No glove, no big key, only the small key.
Yeah, I think there's going to be something significant on the behind that small key. Although he's going to the back where you can always get the one item.
I see the reasoning here for getting the bow. Like, if you have to get rid of the popos, it's still better than bombs.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
yep. A flute.
Flute.
Yeah, we want that. Is required. We do have a Misery Mire crystal. There's also a place where there's a lot of arrow pots that you can pick up and get some ammo.
No, not
and a hammer.
getting rid of other popos. Hammer, flute, mirror.
Yeah. Hammer and flute in desert is that's a lot.
Not going to activate that yet. Probably going to mini Moldorm. Might have. I mean, there wasn't anything that could be useful in CAC. Oh, there was a glove as well.
The glove in mini Moldorm. I think that's what he's going for now. So we have most of our Dark World access. No Moon Pearl yet. It looks like sab0tender is going to head up to the mountain, take that glove and that lamp. Or maybe not.
Grabbing the hammer.
No, that's where he's going. Yep.
Like, the flute is available. Feel like kind of like going the long way here.
Yeah,
just getting the flute, especially when you have the hammer as well in desert.
Yeah, I feel like that might have been the better choice, but when you're looking at that log, maybe they just saw all this first, and they're gonna get to that later. Whereas Megawatt's gonna go activate that flute and then be able to just flute up here.
Or not? Is it gonna farm a few more bombs? Probably.
And
no,
it just wants the powder, huh? Okay.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so he wants to.
It makes sense now. It makes sense now.
If there's something on the powder, if there's something on the powder, he can combine the powder check with the flute activation.
Although, like with the flute, it just doesn't cost much time to come back to CAC. So I can see both routes where you just want to do that in one go, or if you get the flute, then you come back after getting the powder to get what's some magic bat. I'm assuming the Moon Pearl.
That's what I'm thinking as well. Yeah, it's a classic. Give me some powder and a hammer early, and my moon pearl sitting there on the magic bat. But Megawatt's going to keep going. May decide to do Hera.
Got low on health as well. Has to be careful. Should be fine right now. Passing the cabbages.
Yeah, I don't think Megawatt's going up here for that compass.
Definitely not. And we have all the whole East Death Mountain open.
Yep. Oh, not even going into so something on the East Death Mountain that he wants. So not going into Hera. Not really surprising. If there's nothing in Hera, they're going to want to do that last and just be able to go straight into Ganon's Tower from there.
The other route I can see right now, like a reason not to activate the flute is that the Moon Pearl is just sitting here, on East Death Mountain.
Yeah, could be.
They're gonna go like High Cave. There's might be something in High Cave or Stumpy and Digging Game, and then they're gonna head to CAC from here.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay, we need that bomb for Turtle Rock, so that's definitely important.
Megawatt's not having bombs right now. He has boomerangs and bow, but 3 hearts with... I mean, I guess he doesn't really have to kill them. He doesn't exit the room. But I might want to be careful here. Flippers.
Okay. I guess all he really wants is those flippers.
Activating the flute now.
Yeah, and of course the mini Moldorms don't help us with that stun prize. Because we have the 4 bomb stun prize, and you can't really stun the mini Moldorms. Okay, now I think we're going to get some flute activation here.
Oh.
Are we going to get the magic bat first?
For magic bat. Sab0 doesn't have magic.
No, he doesn't. Megawott has enough, though. Fortunately, the powder doesn't take a whole lot, but it does take some.
Sab0, you don't have magic.
It's not a real good place to go get it either.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it'd be fine if you could fake powder if you had the cane and the mushroom. We just realized.
Yep.
And it is a moon.
I don't think there are magic here. He has to get some magic somewhere.
Oh, that's rough.
I've been in that spot with no magic here for magic bat, and I can say there's not any magic refill in those bushes.
No, and you know, if he had the boots, he could run. There's a tree he could run into that's not too far away, but he might just have to go over to the uncle's check just to get magic. That's rough.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. That's the most known place for magic. Opening with Outcast. T-Thun is a pendant.
Now he gets a magic drop.
Wow.
Now this tree that Megawatt just went by is a tree that if you bonk will give you a full magic drop, but kind of hard to do that without the boots, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. A bit of time loss. They can make that up. Not that big of a deal for now. Like, we're still early into the seed, so...
Yeah, it looks like Megawatt gonna go ahead and do Skullwoods right now. 3 heart. Well, can't do the whole thing though. We don't have a sword or a fire rod yet, so there must be something in the front that we need, like a small key to Swamp Palace. Yeah, definitely need that.
I hope for them that the hookshot is available before they have to go to Swamp.
Yeah. Okay, sab0tender gets his Moon Pearl. And still the runners, no swords, and still on 3 hearts.
And not even a mail.
And no mail upgrade, no safeties.
They have boomerangs.
They have
I guess.
boomerangs. You know, we were joking about that, but you know, having those boomerangs to stun all the enemies around you is not a bad thing.
It's really good. If you don't have the hook shot yet, like having those boomerangs is like definitely life changing.
Yeah, absolutely. We are gonna get a looks like a hype cave check from sab0tender. Oh, hey, safety. Wait, what?
Worth definitely
that
spending the time.
I'm just staring at that sprite change on Megawatt side.
So what do we have in Hype Cave?
Money and a Turtle Rock small key. Those Turtle Rock small keys are important. You need at least 3 to finish the dungeon. Logically, you need all 4, but usually they'll just steal the key from the pokey, as long as there's nothing important in the lava chest.
Yeah, that's the thing. If there's something in the lava chest, yeah, you need all 4, but aside from that, and it was kind of free. Sometimes it can be in like really nasty spots, but this one in Hype Cave seems free.
Hype Cave's not bad.
And they're gonna be doing swamp later, so mirroring in front of.
Oh,
just for a bomb.
Yeah, he needs 2 for Hype Cave, so yeah, that makes sense. True. That's a good call on Megawatt's part.
I don't know. The thing is, it was only that tier small. I guess money, but it seems to be heading towards pod. I think since
maybe
like they went to Outcast, the only thing they grabbed in Outcast was a pod small and the male.
Yeah, and I mean, with pod being a pendant, the number of keys you need is really going to just depend on what you actually need to get out of there.
The thing is, like, they also, I guess they got the swamp small as well, but they're not going to swamp yet.
Yeah, we still need a few more.
That's the thing. They were going to swamp at some point. Like, you could have maybe grabbed that small key to tier later when you were going to swamp and like saved like that bomb, and especially if you're going to pod. Pod has a lot of bombs.
Oh, something on Lake Hylia Island.
A sword! He didn't grab that. Oh, he doesn't have flippers yet. Where were those again?
Were they in Skullwoods? No, that doesn't sound right. Flippers were in Paradox Cave. Thank you to Mind of Me, who's currently doing our tracking.
Yeah, that wasn't in Paradox Cave. Got that without killing the the minimal worms there.
Looks like sab0tender grabbed a Ice Palace small key that Megawatt did not. You don't really need small keys for Ice Palace, but it does make routing it a little bit easier.
They're very convenient. Oh, big key to Eastern?
That we do. Well, no, I was going to say we need that, but do we need that? We might not.
And it's already been in Eastern, that's the thing.
Yeah, got that bow out of there, and they really haven't made use of that bow yet, so it feels like that might end up being an unnecessary double dip. On the other hand, having a weapon is nice, you know? So, I don't know.
So, going for bombs right now. I wonder where they're going. So, Sabo's going back to the Dark World here after being locked out of Skullwoods because they didn't have a key. I'm not sure why we're walking right now.
Looks like Megawatt is heading back to Eastern.
Yeah. Not going to pod yet. I mean, don't know what's in pod, but going back into Eastern, apparently that's something.
Or maybe he is going back to pod.
Yeah. We are going to pod, yeah. I still hasn't activated the flute. But he was in Outcast. I probably forgot. I mean, I know it happened to one of my seed with Illus when he didn't activate it. So I don't really blame him for that. Hey, you have so much on your mind. Sometimes you just forget. Oh, I forgot to activate the flute. So, guess we're walking.
It happens. There's that pod small for sab0tender.
Yeah, they went to Outcast just for that one, so I'm assuming gonna be something in here. Boots, mates.
Hook shot.
Shot could be good as well.
Okay, we're gonna go down the bow lock side. Probably need to save a key that way.
And pod is dependent, and if there's something in the bollock size, it's just like free. Like you have to do it anyways, and then you can save getting another key for another check.
Yeah, those pod keys could be in really bad places, and just might as well just probably be quicker just to go the bow lock side rather than dig that other key out. Could also be something required on this spot too. And sab0tender heading into Tower of Hera. I don't think he came for that map.
No, definitely not. Opening
He
wall
opened
without...
the bomb door, but didn't actually go check it. That's okay. I'll just assume that that's maybe a little muscle memory there, and just there's nothing there.
Just muscle memory, probably.
Okay, now we get to find out what's going on in the Hera basement.
Something in Hera basement as well. Holy.
Yeah, and Megawott did not pick up this small key. It was somewhere in Kakariko, if I remember correctly. Oh, going into the dark maze.
Have a lamp, not gonna be a big issue. No, you don't have the big key, Megawott.
No big key. Big key to Swamp House.
Ew.
Okay. That is one check, and apparently it's an important one.
Are we actually going into Hookless Swamp? Is that what I'm seeing here?
Maybe. Okay, we could find out what's down in here in the basement. Big key to Misery Mire. We need that. So Megawatt's gonna have to go get that Tower of Hera small key. The good news is, it's not like you don't go back to Kakariko a bunch of times in a run, so he'll get back there at some point. And they'll realize that they need that. Not going to finish Hera right now. Can't actually finish Hera right now because we don't have the big key or the hook shot to do the Hera pot. So
it is actually the swamp, Hookless Swamp Deep. Not sure where that is going.
Maybe we have a vanilla hook shot.
Or something leading to the hook shot.
Yep.
I mean, they went all the way to pot to grab the swamp big key, so I'm assuming that, yeah. The vanilla hook shot looks okay right now. Hopefully it's the hook shot and not something else.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to have to. The forced double dip of swamp is never fun. Oh, and Megawatt managing to avoid the muscle memory. I think I've seen on almost every stream so far where we open that first chest of swamp.
It's even harder when you don't have the boots, because when you have the boots, I mean, you're just running to the door. But when you don't have them, like those enemies are on your way. Usually, you also like have the hook shot in spoilers when you go here, so you just hook shot them.
Yep.
Or something.
Okay, let's see where sab0tender's headed.
I'm assuming getting the sword on Lake Halia.
Yeah,
they went on the mountain.
Yeah, very different routing from our runners today. It's kind of fun with the, sometimes in these spoilers, you'll see very, very similar routing. Just sometimes it's just that easy to read it, to come up with that good route. And here we're getting very different routing.
So, not... Megawott, open the big chest. You went for that
you
big
got
key for a reason.
You went way out of your way for that big key. Why are you opening the big chest?
So, left side swamp, that's a thing right now. I mean, he grabbed that key.
Okay, now he's gonna open it.
For a
It's sword. Okay.
sword?
A sword in swamp,
Question?
because there's always a sword in swamp. Of course, there's a sword in swamp. We'll have to we'll check later see
But
where all
like,
the other swords are, because it may very well be that that's just the best one to pick up.
because like, it opens the tablets and
Yep.
Agate Tower for the hook shot. Is that what
Also,
I'm seeing,
yeah,
or for
maybe.
something leading to the hook shot?
Meanwhile, sab0tender got a big key to Hera at the hobo. Maybe something in the Hera big chest, or maybe he just doesn't feel like Hera potting. I don't know.
Hera is just a regular crystal as well. It's not like. Maybe it's something in Hera. We don't know yet. So Sabo is going into swamp as well without the hook shot, but
There's
without the big
something.
key.
There's something
as
on
well.
his left side.
The question is, do we have to guard
Fire
both
rod.
chests or not?
We do need that fire rod.
Apparently, we do need both chests. Wow.
Well, how often? Swamp Palace with a required item on both left sides and the big chest. Okay, I guess technically the sword maybe isn't required, but
I wasn't watching.
Depends.
I wasn't watching, but there's a nice trick you can do if you only need the left chest. Is that you just hit the switch and then ignore that one, so you don't have the pegs up here, anyways. So you can just go down after like
Castle Tower small key.
I see where that master sword is going.
Castle Tower small key. That's spicy. So I don't think we're actually killing Aga here, because there's only one Castle Tower small key, but there could be something in that second chest that's important.
I wonder where Sabo is gonna get the second sword or the cape, though, if there's something in Castle Tower.
Well, Sabo hasn't gone and picked up that Swamp Palace big key, so right now that's going to be a double dip here to get that Master Sword if he wants it, unless, like you say, there's another sword somewhere convenient. Or the cape, but for me, if I have to choose between going into Castle Tower with a Master Sword or a Fighter Sword and a cape, it's not a hard decision.
Yeah, I'll go for the Master Sword, and that sword is kind of bad. I'm still wondering what the others are. But yeah, like going to, like, it was the only thing they got in pod, right? They just got the swamp.
Swamp big.
Key?
I think so. Big key to Thieves Town. Wow.
Oh.
Wow, that was quite the fetch quest to get to
Thieves Town is also a pendant
key.
as well.
Oh my god, it is a pendant. Oh my god. So the fetch quest continues.
So I hope he won't forget to activate the flute right now.
This would be a good time to activate that flute.
Assuming they're going to Thieves Town. Right now I'm wondering where the second Castle Tower small key is to put all that in. I mean, to see if there was a way around that double deep of swamp. I don't think there is, since they did it. They both did it.
Okay, he's not going to activate the flute. He could mirror to activate the flute after doing whatever he does in Thieves Town.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. As long as it doesn't forget, we're fine.
And just noting, we're still on 3 hearts.
True. Still no mids though at the 30-minute mark in spoilers. Like, kind of. You don't always see that. I mean, it's like, you know where they are, so that's something you usually go for very early after you get Dark World access. But apparently they're locked behind that big chain.
Okay, so back into Thieves Town. Or actually, this is our first dip into Thieves Town. Hey, a heart container. Our first heart container 29 minutes in.
Not worth grabbing that the first time you were in, for sure. Especially when you're going there. So how is Sabo gonna get a sword now? Is the question.
Let's see where he heads with that flute. Heading back to Kakariko. Maybe he's just going to go ahead and do Skullwoods right now. With three hearts. 3 hearts, blue mail. Fighter sword, Skullwoods. Anyone? I mean, he's got blue mail, so that helps a little.
Okay, so we're heading to the attic. So do we have to kill Blind, or is there anything in that attic? Oh, he has the mirror out. So I'm guessing.
Oh, there's a hook shot.
Wow.
Okay, so require double dip of swamp. And that is quite the logic chain to get to that hook shot. I'm not even sure I could recount it. It was what was so we had to get the big key from swamp, or the big key for swamp in pendant pod to get a sword in swamp, plus a castle tower key in swamp to get the Thieves Town big key.
And the fire rod as well in swamp, yeah?
Yep, and the fire rod to get to
I mean, it was there. We didn't use it yet, but it was there.
to get the hook shot in the back of Thieves Town. That is a logic chain. And as our tracker reminded me points out, still hasn't activated that flute. So I can't say that I blame P-Train and sab0tender for not quite catching that logic chain yet. I'm not sure how that's a tough one. At some point, they're going to realize that they need to get into that castle tower. Maybe they'll find a sword elsewhere. So
I feel like that mistake of not the sword.
There's a sword.
That's actually a very nice route from Sabo and P-Train. Like that sword in the big chest of swamp is really out of the way. I don't know where the fourth one is, but
right.
I mean, at least they have tempered for on Megawatt's side.
Yep.
Kinda early, so that's gonna help them in the long run. Mind you, right now, like Sabo didn't have magic earlier, but that's kind of negated by the fact that Megawatt doesn't activate the flute, so he has to walk a lot. I'm in a bit of trouble with the Gyptos here. Nice. Using the boomerang here, trying to save some magic. Still on 3 hearts, so you wanna like be really safe.
He's gonna do this bomb jump to save magic. Gonna go ahead and activate that torch with the lamp.
Not sure about that. Like,
you don't see that very often in non-entrance seeds.
I think he had magic, but I guess he wants to save some for Moth.
Yeah, I could see that more if it was on sab0tender's side, because he's got only the Master Sword. I mean, Megawatt's got a Tempered Sword, which, you know, you can make very quick work of Moth with a Tempered Sword if you get good RNG.
Now
this is still a very dangerous fight, though. 2 hearts, blue mail. You can take 1 hit. And Moth not exactly cooperating here.
No, definitely not. Do you have a few fire rod shots?
Yeah, I would use the fire rod a little bit here, because if nothing else, that'll help get Moth off those spikes. But he does manage to finish the fight off.
Oh, Sabo got hit twice already. Oh.
Yeah, and sab0tender was only a Master Sword, much more difficult fight. And only 3 hearts, although they both went in with like 1 or 2, so.
Oh. Full magic riffle is kind of nice.
Yeah, the magic drop was the fairy didn't do any good because we've already had full hearts because we only have 3.
You want to be kind of safe here. Just use bombos, I guess. It's only like 2 fire rod shots, and it saves, and you can kill all 4 Gyptos.
Yeah, and you can refill with those little magic pots too. So
Megawott finally going to activate the flute, I guess.
yeah, let's see if he does it.
I mean, he has it equipped, so I'm assuming he is. So where are we going now? I'm guessing we are going back to Swamp Palace. Because we already went to the mountain. That's the only thing the hookshot opens. So we're being very careful here. Oh, got hit by the spike, unfortunately.
Oh, that is a tough fight.
So Megawott is grabbing the Harasmal, if I remember right.
Yep, this is a Harasmal, which we do need. Yeah, keep in mind, everyone, that the pilots get these spoiler logs right as the race starts, so it's very difficult to catch everything you're going to need right away.
We're still missing a lot of items. Like, we still need Ether, the cane, the Ice Rod, a few keys, a lot of keys. We only have 1 tier key right now.
And we might need boots. We haven't seen the Torch of Desert. Although I guess no, in Key Sandy actually you usually don't need boots. You want them though.
We definitely want them. This usually is something like the pilot look for first, like they're setting their runner into a route so they can have time to look for boots. But we still don't have them.
Oh, sab0tender down to 1 heart. Gonna go back in here and grab the heart pot. Still 2. Oh, and gonna grab that heart drop too. Yeah, you definitely want that.
So we're going back in the swamp, assuming mids are there. Maybe something else.
Well, we need to defeat this dungeon anyway, so might as well just go do it.
Almost didn't muscle memory the second time.
We may not see diver down strats here because we don't have a cane, and at 2 hearts or 4 total, I don't know if you want to be doing the bomb setup.
If you have a blue mail, that should be fine. Like, there are hearts.
Yeah, there are hearts right there, so we'll see.
With green mail, it's kind of dangerous. I mean, okay, so we got another one. It should be good.
Okay,
and Sabo is good with Moth now.
sab0tender finishing up Moth. Very tough fight.
So, assuming going for Castle Tower now, and then to T-Town to get the hookshot.
That would be my guess as well.
Okay, bomb diver down. For Megawott to get a key.
Small key to Turtle Rock. We need those.
And the Titan's. Nice logic seed. Thank you.
And nothing in the waterfall chest because Megawott walks right by that. Yeah, it looks like sab0tender's going to head over to Castle Tower. So get that big key for Thieves Town.
Unfortunately, like, the way Megawott routed it, I mean, Megawott and Jet routed it, they could get that hard in T-Town, but yeah, Sab was still sitting on 3. You weren't there to get the sword from Moth. It was a long detour for Megawatt, but it actually saved him times and effort, I guess, to get that extra sword.
Yeah, having that tempered sword for Skullwoods, I think in the end just helped him out a lot more. sab0tender having trouble with the Moth fight because of being on a Master Sword and only 3 hearts.
And Master Sword usually not that bad. It's only the heart count that was kind of It's not something you usually do unless you're playing inverted.
Yeah, I think from a pure routing standpoint, what sab0tender and ptrain did, I think maybe works better, but you do have to actually get through the moth fight.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, that just was a difficult. It's a difficult fight. You know, there's no two ways about it. Just that's a really difficult fight.
Going through that portal yet again. I hate that portal. Sorry, especially without mitts.
Yeah, once you have mitts, it's fine. But having to walk all the way around every time, just it's annoying.
So apparently we're going back. So what's on Smith?
Yeah, something.
No, not Smith. Hammer pegs.
Okay, looks like hammer pegs. That's a little bit better. Well, the mirror smiths aren't that bad. The worst, of course, is if you have to turn the smith just to get the purple chest.
Mirrorless, yeah, for sure.
And at 42, sab0tender gets his first container heart. That's crazy. Where are all the hearts that they're just not able to pick them up? They must be like all in GT or something.
Yeah, they're all in GT or like TR.
Yeah, just in bad spots.
Right. So
Oh,
apparently
Mire
we're going to desert again. Is that what I'm seeing?
Well, we can't go to Mire unless there's an ether here, so yeah.
Also don't have the cane yet, but
yeah, that would help too. I mean, we could go into Mire without the cane. There could be, I mean, there might be reason to do that, but looks like you're right. Looks like we are going ahead and do desert right now. Also point out that desert is a 5/6, so there might be something on the pyramid fairy.
That's what I
had that swamp palace.
That's what I was noticing as well. Yeah, desert is the other 5/6. Because like we already went into desert in the early game to get the hammer and the flute, so that's only one item here. Two, if there's something in the big chest, but since they didn't go and went straight for land molars, yeah, that's only one item.
Okay, sab0tender picks up his hook shot.
And we are out.
And we'll see if he heads over to Swamp Palace as well. Megawott making quick work of the land molars fight. Nice to have that fire rod for that.
And nothing, so pyramid fairy?
I'm thinking pyramid fairy. Maybe there's a cane on pyramid fairy. Like they could do ice palace right now, with those myths. I should say Megawatt can. sab0tender will get those myths pretty soon. But if the cane is convenient before going to ice palace, you want to have it. Yeah, this is definitely pyramid fairy.
Great. And pyramid fairy, especially without boots. I mean, you can't run with the bomb anyways, unless you're like hook dashing.
Yeah, you can do some shenanigans with the hook shot.
Or
of course, the hook shot will still speed you up even if you don't run.
Yeah, or getting hit, but in spoilers, you don't really want to get hit very hard.
No, not when you're only on 4 hearts. Thankfully, we do have blue mail, but Dark World still does quite a bit of damage. And we do see sab0tender going into Swamp Palace. No surprise. Okay, what do we have in here? And sab0tender choosing not to do diver down.
Hard container
And a
cape.
cape. Bumper ledge. So nothing straightforward in this seat. Everything's behind a bunch of other things.
Bumper or spike?
Or spike.
Cave?
Yeah, good point. Could be spike cave. We definitely don't have enough hearts to do spike cave without some sort of safety item.
Great. 2 hours bag of escape. I mean, 45-minute bag of escape.
Yeah, you know, you could have gone to this location a lot earlier. Okay, sab0tender gets his mitts. And his Kurok small key. Small key to Ganon's tower. Heart container.
They should know how far ahead they are right now.
Yeah, you don't actually need... I mean, okay. You might need the small key to Ganon's tower. Depends on if you have to get that big key somewhere in Ganon's tower. Well, it's nice to have an extra one, not have to go down the base and pick one up. Heart container, another, you know... Well, now we're at 6 hearts. I mean, that's got to feel like a luxury for Megawatt after going to 3 and 4 for as long as he did.
So...
But yeah, also keep in mind that the runners are able to watch the restream. They're able to watch each other. So he might feel enough ahead that that's the decision to get those items may have been based on that.
Yeah. So Terra Basement has the big hit emitter mire. Going for that. Still don't have the Caden though.
Yeah, this might be get that key in the basement and then afterwards do Spike Cave.
I can see Spike Cave here. Like that's what the route is. Like you do. Oh, there's a bottle here. Oh wait, Sabo got that one. That's the one he got. Most likely. I mean, red goo. Surprise he. Did he use the?
I don't know if he used it or not. Yeah, that's a good question.
The bottle on Mother? Maybe he forgot he had it. Oh, yeah, it didn't skull.
To be fair, when you're only on 3 hearts, you have to use it so quickly. You might not have time.
Oh no. So he got mates on Sabo's side. Gotta grab that big key to Desert. Desert. I mean, I guess if we need the cape, can't really wait for potential boots to do hammer picks. Gonna be able to clear Hera as well here with the hook shot.
Yeah, we'll see if he does. Like, there's no reason to do it right now.
I mean, it's still safe.
There's no reason not to.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. You save a mirror transition at the end, so just like you're in Hera, so might as well do it now. So Sabo also going for the Desert big.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit those hammer pegs the slow way. In sab0tender's case, since he's already done the other things in Hera, he's probably not going to do that till the end. That'll be his last dungeon for sure. Hey, another heart container. We're at 7.
That's really nice. So are we going for Spike Cave, or was that cave just for Bumper? I guess we're going to Spike Cave.
I think we're going to Spike Cave.
Sabo in between just making the same play of doing Desert. Guess Burnout isn't accessible.
Cape, I think, find a little more useful in general. So if it's convenient to get that cape, I can definitely see getting that. Ether. Yeah, definitely need definitely need that.
Oh.
Still no cane though. sab0tender going ahead and doing Desert Palace as well. Yeah, I'm guessing that Cane of Burn is in a bad spot. No, I think Megawott wants a blue potion, so used up the red one. Wait. Oh, okay.
When
Wants
he's
to refill magic
refilling,
with the green and then buy a
like
blue one. Okay.
you're going to Mire or Ice, but doesn't have magic, so
yeah, that's a good call. Because as we talked about before, as we talked about before, there's no good places to refill your magic outside of using that bottle.
You don't have boots. It's kind of slow getting into to get to that tree. So yeah, bottle. You have money for potions, so might as well. You have the flute.
And going into Ice Palace without a cane means that could mean that the cane is actually in Ice Palace. Could also mean the cane is just in a bad enough spot that no point in could be like you might be saving a double dip into Mire type thing.
Could be locked behind Ice Palace as well.
Yep.
And that's why we're doing that. I mean, we only have like ice. We've already been into pod, so the only dungeons we have are the mid-slot dungeon. Ice.
Yep.
I mean, we don't have a cane for TR.
There it is.
That's
a good
convenient.
place. Okay, that's a good spot for the cane.
That's very convenient.
I was about to start talking about how you still need to know the Ice Palace bomb jump because that cane could be behind it, but nope, it's right there at the front. And since we don't have an Ice Palace big key, it is important that we do go ahead and hit the switch. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get to the back at the end. Okay, sab0tender, no doubt going to head get his Pyramid Fairy, get his cape. So what all do we need at this point? We do need at least one more Turtle Rock small key. Is that all we need at this point? We need the Turtle Rock big key and the Ice Rod. So we need all the stuff for Turtle Rock.
Turtle Rock big key was in Mire Shed. Sabo picked that up.
Okay.
On his way to Landmo. But like Megawatt's going back to Mire, so it doesn't really matter that they don't have it right now.
Oh yeah, and our tracker reminding us we do need a GT big key. That's kind of important.
As well.
It looks like the only thing Ice had for us was that cane. The other big question I have is sab0tender going to get another sword somewhere? Because at this point, I don't think he goes into pod to get the one that.
I mean, he's not going into. He's not going back into swamp. Like you're not triple dipping swamp.
No. Yeah, going into pod to get the swamp big key to get the sword in swamp. Just no. That sounds like a terrible idea. But I do wonder if another sword will be on path for him.
Or maybe the silvers, and you might not need like another sword.
Free blue potion there at the Pyramid Fairy. That's actually a really nice spot to get a blue potion.
Yeah, like that's actually information that.
It's in the spoiler log.
It's in the spoiler log, but Megawatt didn't have a potion.
He didn't have a bottle.
He didn't have a bottle, so couldn't get it. Actually, pretty nice. Like free blue potion for Ice Palace. Super convenient.
So I'm guessing now we're headed off to Mire. Yep. Have we seen Waterfall Fairy?
Not sure.
Big key to Easter. Oh, we did see that Easter.
Yeah, Megawatt grabbed it, but he didn't clear it in the end.
Yeah, we never saw what was what that got for us. sab0tender's headed over there, so we're gonna find out pretty soon. Probably one of those Turtle Rock things that we're missing, or possibly that GT big key.
So Megawatt with a lot of safeties here, beams. Shouldn't be a problem for Vitreous.
Yeah, cape and tempered sword works pretty well together.
And I guess the cape, I mean, you needed it for you didn't hard needed it. I guess you in spoilers you kinda need it if there's something in Spike Cave.
Yeah, because you need like 14 or 15 hearts before you can actually get all the way through Spike K without dying, or a bottle of something, or one of the safety items, the cape or the cane. Logically, you need the cape or the cane.
That was a nice heart container on the way as well. Shouldn't have any problems for Vitreous for sure. Like Tempered Sword. Going straight for the Armos Knights.
We don't need the big key for the chest. We need the big key for the Armos Knights. This has got to be either the GT or the TR big key. I gotta believe that there'd be a better spot for a TR small. Or the Ice Rod. Could be the Ice Rod.
I mean, there was nothing in Mire as well, so... And we're still missing that small key and that Ice Rod and that GT big key, so... Unless they're all in TR...
They could mostly be in TR, but at least one of them's here.
I haven't seen Dark Death Mountain yet as well.
That's true.
And it's
a sword.
A sword. That's the last sword.
Okay.
Nice swords. Nice cape as well, because the cape was mitts locked. So you needed 2 swords.
Okay,
to get the mitts.
Yeah. So that sword was probably faster for sab0tender, since the other one was the big key, swamp big key to swamp big chest. So we're both gonna. I don't think Megawott goes and gets that sword.
He's not going back. Like he's on tempered already.
He's on tempered. Gold. Gold is nice, but the difference is not enough that'd be worth going back to that long a check to get it. And some runners actually don't even actually prefer tempered in general. So.
That's the big key to TR.
Okay.
I guess we're heading to TR.
Yeah, it's gonna head up to Dark Death Mountain and Turtle Rock. Probably has the rest of our stuff. And maybe that GT Biggie might actually be in GT. It's always fun.
I mean, Megawott went out of his way. I mean, not out of his way. They went to the back of Escape to get a GT small key, if I remember right. So,
yeah,
probably.
Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, that might actually be required if depending on exactly where a GT big key would be in the basement. I mean, normally if you're just going up the tower, you need 2 keys, and you can steal one from the basement and take the one from the mini helmas to get all the way up. Most runners in a spoiler situation will try to route in a convenient GT small so you don't have to go down to the basement, but it doesn't always work out. Yeah, I see Red Mail sitting on the floating island.
It just reminded me that sometimes the pilot and the runner forget that they need that small key.
It's happened, yeah. So I wonder, I saw that Red Mail sitting there on the floating island. That might, Megawott may feel like, if he feels like he has a big enough lead at this point, he might just go ahead and pick that up.
I mean, you're on 8 hearts, blue mail, I think you're fine.
He should be fine, but I mean, it doesn't take that long to pick up. And if if you're watching and paying attention and feel like you have that lead, that extra safety is not a terrible thing. But we'll see. So right now he's just heading into Turtle Rock. So
is that an Ice Rod in TR that I'm seeing?
An Ice Rod and another small key, because we need both.
Yep.
Apparently, Dark Death Mountain doesn't have anything else for us other than the choice to pick up that red mail. Wait, so sab0tender, grab that cane, is not doing the icebreaker? At this point, he can't do the bomb jump because he doesn't have the health for it.
He's not gonna. He's gonna die. Oh, nice blue potion.
Oh, yeah, and the big key to Ganon's tower.
So all the goods in TR. Apparently,
We still need an ice rod. We still need a small key.
I mean, unless it's like the mushroom or the shovel, like.
Oh, yeah, that.
those are in
no
TR. Those are in TR. Like, because we have access to everything with all the items. We are, unless boots as well could be there to log like bonk rocks or king's tomb for ice rod. And there's something in that change room. Is a small key to this dungeon.
Yeah. See, the red mail would have helped him out there. And he picked it up.
There's a nice thing you can see when the small keys are vanilla, they're actually not exactly the same color. Like, if they're not keys to the same dungeon, they're like yellow, very yellow. But if it's a key to the same dungeon, it's more like a brownish color.
Oh, now I've learned something today. I did not know that.
So when Megawott picked that up, I knew it was the small key to TR before the text box appeared. Is skipping the Poke key? So I'm guessing the fourth one is also here as well?
Must be on... Okay, so are we getting an ice rod and mimic cave plus a small key in the big chest or vice versa? Because that's... Okay, so no mimic cave, but we are getting something in here. Oh, there's an ice rod.
Yeah, ice rod in TR.
And a small key in the crystal roller room?
Or laser bridge?
Or on laser bridge. Honestly, I think I'd grab the Poke key before... Well, I guess it depends on where on laser bridge, but... It is probably faster.
With boots,
No, it's here.
See.
It's here. No, it's not.
It's
This is the heart container. Okay. I mean, heart container's good. You know, a little extra safety. Okay, now we're gonna get the icebreaker over on sab0tender's side.
So this room, especially in spoiler, you know where the boots are. So you usually have them here, but apparently they don't have boots. Boots probably here or in GT at this point.
Well, wherever they are, they're not in a good spot.
Half magic, nice.
Half magic's a good pickup.
A small key to Turtle Rock.
Okay, if you're gonna grab that half magic anyway, yeah, definitely grabbing the laser bridge small key makes a lot more sense than doing the Poke key. But I think that's faster anyway, even if it didn't have that half magic.
Still fine. If it was in Mimic, like Poke is definitely faster. Because Mimic is very slow. But yeah, laser bridge is fine. Crystal Roller is also fine. One hour and 4 minutes almost. That's sign of a very bad spoiler log seed.
Yeah,
run a lot.
It really is.
That's definitely a very bad seed, especially that double D with Swamp Palace. Just get into Castle Tower, not having the mids and having to go into Village of Outcast like multiple times.
Interesting. It looks like the other Turtle Rock small key that we did not get was actually in the Mire Shed. So most...
No,
sorry, that's the big key. Never mind.
We did get all of them.
We got that. So where is... Oh, did we get all 4?
Yeah, we got all 4.
We got all 4 because we skipped the Poke key.
That's why, yeah.
Yep. Okay, gotcha.
The other, like, we're going into GT. We're in Go mode right now. The other thing I'm also surprised is that King of Burner was actually in the purple chest, and they went for hammer bags. Like, and they went for Pyramid Theory for the cape. It's just a bit surprising to me.
Yep. sab0tender's still having trouble with that icebreaker. Okay, and Megawott gonna go ahead and probably just gonna go straight up.
He has a key already, so
he's got all the keys he needs.
So are the boots up there, or are they in the basement? Getting bullied by the mimics here a little bit.
Yeah. At this point, the only real question is where are those boots and where are the silvers?
Assuming in like, the thing is that bow was actually not required for GT access. Maybe in logic, but
yeah, of course, bow is always logically required. But yeah, if you know how to mimic clip, you don't need it. You actually don't. Yeah, you don't need it at all for this seed. Granted, yeah, you'd have to do some shenanigans, but
and it was in Eastern Palace. I see a lot. It's not even in logic. Like, the sword was accessible because you went into left side swamp to get the fire rod to get the other sword.
Yep.
So the one on Armus was actually not the logical one for the Aga Tower access.
Okay, sab0tender just gonna go ahead and do that bomb jump. I do wonder about So some people in chat were talking about that sprite having trouble possibly seeing the shadow properly. It's the reason why I stick to the link sprite.
It's like I'm not using a link sprite, but I pick a sprite that has a shadow.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one definitely has a shadow issue.
And this part of GT that Megawatt's getting to, one of the worst parts to have to not have boots for.
Yeah, definitely, especially that bridge, like with the eye and those two bridges.
The two bridges. Wizard rooms aren't bad, but yeah, this one right here.
With quick swap, it's actually not that bad because you can just quick swap to the hook shot or boomerang, just stunning those red pigs.
Okay, sab0tender gonna use that blue bottle. Still only on 5 hearts.
So do we have boots here? Do we have silvers or not?
Not at this point. Up here at this point, I'm not sure grabbing boots even helps. We do need this key though.
It does help in the room before I get to.
Yeah, it's just in that one room. Silvers obviously would help more.
I mean, boots are good for Ganon if you're on. I mean, he's not gonna get the last sword, last mushroom. Did you actually just grab that Megawatt?
Why exactly did you pick up that mushroom? I mean, is this a jet saying, "Oh yeah, pick that up. It's silvers"? No, sorry, it's a mushroom.
I know pilot who do that sometimes. We're dropping a bomb as well.
A bomb on the last chest, and I will tell y'all right now that the room to go to was Randomizer room, had both the boots and the silvers.
Yo. And we needed a few Ganon Tower keys for that, so like despite having some kind of a lead, Megawott just didn't go for it.
It's an interesting question. How much? I mean, the time to get it minus the time it would save, be probably pretty close.
I mean, you're going there for the boost, but you're also going for the silvers, so you're gonna have
So you get two really nice things that'll save you time in the long run. But will they save you time versus the amount of time it takes to pick it up? That I don't know.
I'm not sure. Like, you have boost for Gauntlet. Boost for Gauntlet are super good.
Yep.
Also having silvers for Ganon, but it still takes time to get into random room. I mean, you're still skipping, like,
and do you have the
compared to a
keys
regular
for it?
run. If you have the keys for it, you're still skipping like Stalfos room and the map chest, but still kind of long way to those chests. Also the wall crumbling animation that adds a lot of lag.
Okay, Megawott using that blue bottle right away.
I have health magic in a cape, so
yeah, it should be
shouldn't
fine
a
at this
problem.
point.
Ganon. Missing the trident spin though. Going for Kane strats with Tempered? Sure. I think it's only three double spins. Saving a lot of magic.
I mean, the Kane uses almost no magic anyway, so.
Yeah, but you could have like used the cape and then like,
yeah, that's true.
Even then,
I guess the nice thing about the Kane is that it keeps you still. You know, it keeps you right in that spot. Although I guess the cape does that too, so I don't know. Okay, we are in phase 3 in any case.
We know they were there and we didn't get them. Thanks, Ganon.
Do get the torch glitch. We'll make this a lot easier.
Yeah.
Of course,
Ganon not cooperating. The torch not cooperating with Ganon. Yeah. Timing was right. The torch was still lit when he shot the fire rod. Oh. Few spins and we are gonna be done. I didn't count, but should be close.
Yeah, unfortunately missing a few of those spins and getting the silvers. You know, the let's fire a silver that we don't have, Ganon. But does get through it. And we'll cross that bridge and finish with an official race time of 1:12:54. Get your GGs in chat for Megawatt. And we do get a forfeit from sab0tender. I don't blame him. He's got a long way to go to finish this seed.
Yeah, to still have Terror Rock, Hera, and the Chitty Climb. So
yeah, hopefully we can get our runners and their pilots in the chat. And so far we got Megawatt joining us, GG's, and also Jet.
GG's.
Thanks.
GG.
What a seed.
So about that hook shot.
Yeah. That was definitely the sequence in everybody's mind, I
revolved
imagine.
around that.
It really did.
Oh my god, you needed 2 swords, one of which, there was a third one on Armos Knights, which we were considering, but then we were like, no, we have to make the hookless left side dip anyway, and I was like, are you kidding me? Because we got to get the one castle tower key to get in to get our Thieves' Big Key, because the other castle tower key was, of course, in GT. And the fire rod was over there too, just for kicks.
That swamp with the 2 items on left side and a sword in the big chest. That was pretty crazy.
Howdy.
Hello.
Yo,
GG's P-Train and
Yeah,
GG's
GG's.
P-Train and Sabo.
Yeah, GG's, guys.
That
Yeah,
was
we were just talking about the hook shot. Is that
Can we
seed?
talk about everything? Because everything sucked. Everything.
I mean, I don't think this season, especially with Quick Swap on, I've seen a seed going that bad in time. Like the routes were good, but like 110.
that was
No
just the whole
boots.
sequence. Like no boots.
Oh yeah, no boots. Yeah, boots and silvers in random room, and we were talking about whether it'd be faster to pick it up, but we're not even sure you had the keys to do it.
Mhm.
Megawatt early on's like, okay, so where are my boots? And I'm like, they're in Gannis Tower. And then also when I found out where his bow was, well, the second bow,
Yep.
like, you ain't getting either of these things.
What also would have helped, I think, is remembering to activate my flute on either of the 2 times that I was in Kakariko.
Yep, we were noticing that.
Forgot both times, so instead just had the mirror after killing Mothula and do the walk of shame down from pedestal.
Yeah, that was confusing for me because I think that was actually the first time I looked at Restream, and I was like, Megawatt's just now activating his flute. Like,
Are we
What route
actually
did they
winning
take?
this? Like,
I just forgot.
Yep.
It
I
happens.
had a few of those kind of instances this seed.
I
Heart
even
containers were
reminded
really
him. He's
rude.
like, all right, I'll do this. And he did these. And he still didn't do it.
Heart
I also
containers were
forgot-
really rude this seed too.
Oh
We
my
were all-
God,
yeah,
well-
they were.
What was it? I think Megawatt, you were like 40 some odd minutes before you got your first heart container, and sab0tender was even longer. And
Yeah,
that
the
that
first one was
moth
in
fight for your
Peace Town.
sab0tender, oh my
Yep.
God.
The first one was the one in
that was
Peace Town.
unfortunate.
I figured since I had blue mail, I'd be okay, like putting off the Thieves Town heart container until I was going back for the hook shot, which is why I put it off for so long. Otherwise, I could have had it sooner. And
Yep.
then same story with like Back of Escape. I figure I might try to find some easier ones on the way because we saw that pretty early. But it's kind of like, do you go to Back of Escape just for a heart container? But when we find out we needed Spike Cave and then like the cape was the only thing available, and we were on like 6 hearts. We're like, yeah, let's go and grab that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the early game was kind of weird as a pilot too, because there was a lot of fetch quest routing you had to do. Like, oh yeah, small key to deserts and blind side out. Do we need that? Yes, hammer. Okay. Oh, and small key to Hera. You never
Yep.
need that. Oh wait, no, big key to fire. We need that. And then there was something else. The Thieves Town small key was somewhere. I don't remember exactly where it was.
Desert
But,
Ledge, I believe.
Yeah, so Sabo's like, wait a minute, there's a small key on Desert Ledge. Do we need that? I was like, Thieves Town small. What's in the Thieves Town big chest? Shovel.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did that.
Which means you have to look at what the shovel is. Oh gosh. Oh.
So it took a long time before like I could get Sabo on autopilot so I can kind of make sense and just do some planning and find out where items were.
Yep.
And then like I kept trying to make sense of, okay, wait a minute, there's a sword in back of Skull. Oh wait, we need the fire rod. Oh, but we need the hook shot. Oh, but now we need the Thieves Town big key. Oh, well, we need to get into Castle Tower, but we don't have the sword. What's going on,
I sent Megawatt to Eastern to get a bow just so I can look at the log and figure out what the heck we're supposed to do.
Yeah, same.
He had me
Yeah.
grab the Desert Small Key in Kakariko, and I was like, and he also had me grab the books. I was like, all right, I'm asking, like, okay, so there's something in Desert Palace. I should go to Desert Palace, right? And he's like, no, don't go to Desert Palace. Go to East. And then he has to look back and like, oh wait, the hammer's Desert Palace. Okay, go to Desert Palace. Like,
And there's also the flute, by the way.
and the flute, yeah.
Yeah, I told Sabo just to pick up the book on Faith. Like, I didn't know if we actually needed it, but I was like, hey, you're going that way anyways.
Right, exactly, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
of
but
course,
that's
the fun
something
part
else.
was, so the bow wasn't even hard required.
If you know how to mimic, yeah.
If you know how to
you need the
mimic,
bow.
yeah,
Yeah.
not even hard
Yeah.
required.
It was a nice
Yeah.
play to buy Jet some time though, so
Yeah, oh,
I
absolutely.
don't think it was a waste in any sense.
No, not at all. I just pointing it out.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that, but I think it worked out.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sabo put that puzzle together faster than I did because he was in Easter, or he was in Sahasrara picking up the bombs, and I was like, yeah, so Bo's in Easter, and he's like, oh, but we can't clear it because we don't have the big key. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, we don't have to. It's a pendant. I was like, and also Pod's a pendant. He's like, really?
Oh.
I was like, yeah, I guess we don't need this bow, but whatever. Yeah. When have you ever been, like, ah, crap, a bow?
No, absolutely.
So you guys ended up skipping the Eastern big key and boss for the sword there, right? Like that was
No,
the
No,
they
we
did.
did. That was our sword. We didn't go to
okay.
pod at all.
Yeah. Jet, you and Megawatt got the sword, got the big key for Swamp to get the sword in Swamp. And
Did y'all
they
make
all.
a trip to pod just for that?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's all you got out of there, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure the sword on Armos was faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forget where the Eastern big key was.
It was in Waterfall
we decided-
Ferry.
Waterfall Cave.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the nice thing for Jet and Megawatt was that he had that tempered sword for the moth fight,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
you were on Master Sword, sab0tender for the
Yeah,
moth
I mean,
fight, and
it's not a terrible fight, but it got me, man. Like
it's Moth. I mean, Moth can play nice and sometimes not play nice. I mean, it's a pretty random fight, so it's a tough one.
Yeah, at any given time, it's literally invincible.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like the way you all routed it was a little bit cleaner, but just that not having that tempered sword, I think, hurt you.
My
in the moth fight.
execution definitely let us down. Yeah, it was pretty crappy. I'm pretty embarrassed by how I ran, but yeah, I think the routing was pretty solid, so I got to give P-Train props for that for sure.
I appreciate it.
Did a good job, buddy.
Yeah, you really need to grind that the 3-heart moth, because that's gonna happen all the time. You can't believe you don't spend a week practicing that.
I know, right? What's wrong with me?
But it was really fun to route. Just the, there were some times where the early game I was like, okay, I think we're good, and then we got to the dark world. I was like, wait a minute, where do we go? And I just started looking up like individual items. And I think when I was like using Control F to find the items, I think I did it on the worst way possible. So I'm like, all right, we need a fire rod. I'm like, ugh, fire rod's on left side swamp. I don't want to do that. And Sab was like, well, where's my hook shot? I was like, oh, that's in the Thieves Town attic.
Yep.
Wait, what? And so every time I just controlled F, it just got worse. And then I saw, I mentioned this in chat earlier, but we had planned on routing in Berna in the purple chest with the Desert Palace big key. And then I saw Megawatt going to Pyramid Ferry. I was like, why are they going to Pyramid Ferry? I was like, oh, Cape's there. I was like, that's weird. Like, why not just route in Berna with the Desert Palace big key? And then I remembered, I was like, wait a minute, we have to kill Vitreous. And I don't care what level sword you have. If you only have 5 hearts, like, that fight is rough.
Exactly.
Yeah, Cape's better for that for sure.
So cheers, Jet and Megawatt. Appreciate that one.
Well, there's also a heart container too in
Mhm.
Pyramid Ferry, so it's like
Yeah.
And the refill was actually like you didn't have a bottle, Megawatt, but the refill was actually a blue potion as well.
Yeah, both of them
Oh,
were.
okay.
No.
That's nice.
So, and that was one thing. I think if you went to Pod, not only was the Swamp Palace big key there, but I'm pretty sure the bridge chest had a bottle of some variety. I don't remember what was in it.
Yeah, I found that out after, like, while I was looking, because Megawatt, while he was in there, is like, is there anything else you want me to grab in here? I'm like, oh, there was something on the bridge chest, but it would have been, he had to walk around because, we didn't have boots, so I'm not sure if it was worth. I guess you could hookshot over, can't you?
No, I don't think
Can
you
you?
can.
I don't.
here.
Yeah, I
You
don't
could
think it works on there.
bomb
so...
jump from the bottom right corner, but I'd
Ew.
probably have to like get rid of all the beetles first in order to set that up.
It's
And
alright.
at
We
that point,
ended
it
up
was
having 2 potions.
And you didn't have a hook shot as well to stun
Yeah.
them, so
Oh, that was before hookshot. That's right.
Yeah.
That whole convoluted logic.
a lot of stuff was before the hook shot.
Yeah, it sure was.
Yeah, that was hilariously awkward to route.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was trying to wrap my head around it the whole time. I'm like, Megawatt, I hope you're paying attention to everything I'm telling you, because I don't remember this logic anymore.
But it was a
Yeah,
nice.
I would piece together things for Megawatt. Like, all right, here are like your next 3 like major plays. Like, you're going to Swamp, you're going to Skull, you're going to Castle Tower, then you're going to Thieves Town. We good? And he was like, yeah, we're good. And then I would take that opportunity to basically like route the end game.
Mhm.
Yeah, at
Also-
some point we determined it was going to be a double dip with Swamp Palace just because of the location of Hookshot, essentially, and the fact that we needed Fire Rod and swords and everything else. So it's just like, go do Swamp, and since we're doing Swamp, we'll get the big heat. Like, that's why I'm like, we debated on either doing Eastern to get that sword or get the big chest in Swamp, which required us to do the Dark Maze in Pod, and we just determined that it would be about the same. So since we were there, we're going through Swamp, we might as well get that sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my only regret, like if I could reposition stuff, I probably would have told Sabo to go to Waterfall Cave and Armos earlier. Because of course, that would have made the moth fight infinitely easier. But I think at that point I was still in denial, or I wouldn't say denial, but I wasn't sure if we were going to make a play for either of the swords. And it wasn't until later I was like, wait a minute, let me find out where the bow is. And I was like, oh crap, bow's in Randomizer room. And I don't think I realized that until after the moth fight.
Yeah.
So at that point, you start weighing those swords a lot differently when you know you're not getting silvers.
I mean, that's what I was focused on. Like, we need 2 swords is, of course, required because of the Castle Tower situation and where Cape was. So it's like, okay, we definitely want 2 swords, but how do we get 3? And the way this logic was, we're not getting 4. Like, that's too much time.
No, that's
So it's like, I wanted to make sure if we can get 3 swords because of how low hearts we were, because of, like, the Vidi fight and stuff. So it's like, I made sure, like, going in when I was looking through this log, how do we get up to 3 swords? But it was like pulling teeth.
Yeah, the health situation, this whole seed was so bad. The heart containers were almost all late game, and the heart pieces were close enough to make you want them, but not close enough to make them worth getting. Like,
because
heart container
that's so slow getting 4 heart pieces.
I think it was like Blind's hut. I don't know. Wait, was it? Well, I don't know. There was something. I'm having you skip 2 pieces of hearts because it's like out of the way.
Yeah.
And I'm not confident you're going to get 2 more.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, GG's, guys.
Yeah, GG's
again.
For sure.
It's definitely a seed to go out on this week.
Oh. Yeah. Please no more.
I sort of wish I made Megawatt pilot this one. I don't know.
Oh goodness.
Well, we do
Don't
have
put that on
mystery
me.
coming up next week, so good luck with that.
Nice.
Yeah. Should be fun. Yeah, right. And I just want to say thanks to the team here, Tracy and Lynn. I really appreciate you guys doing comms. Sorry I didn't put on a better show, but I really appreciate you guys,
Thank you,
laughing at me the entire way. I hope I'm going to watch this back. I hope to hear some shameful comments about how awful I
I
am.
told you I would bully, but I didn't.
Aw, thanks, Lynn. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anyone else got anything before we close this out?
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Appreciate all the work you guys did.
Yep,
All right.
Thank you.
All right, so that's going to do it for us, but we do have a whole lot of races coming up the rest of the day. Right now on Speed Gaming 2, it started at 1 o'clock. We have Double Dippers versus Old Swagga Jacksons, T-Stew versus Magnificent. Also, 2 races at 2 o'clock. We have I Like Big Boots versus Never Do Chicken, Zero Rush versus Dracarys. And also, Forfeiters Are Us versus Did You Check Your Boot, Worth G versus Humbug. At 3 o'clock, we have Pug Trio versus Opt Got Good, Weighty Words versus Nielsen Alex. At 3:30, we have I Like Big Boots versus Never Do Chickens, this time Relkin versus Wolfie. At 8 o'clock, we have 2 matches. They vetoed our acronym versus WJPDTB, Act the Boker versus In the Name of DT. Also, 8 o'clock, Waffle House Drive-Thru versus Yu-Tang Clang, Salty Fryer versus Emo Saru. And finally, at 10 o'clock tonight, we have Tile Roomies versus The Immortals, RD Walsh versus Duke Firebird. So, plenty more Link to the Past action coming up today.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. I guess that's gonna be us for now, but yeah.
Yeah. Definitely want to thank Lynn for joining me. Also minded me for filling in on the tracking at the last minute. Definitely doing a great job. If you are not already following these runners, please do so. Minded me has already put in the command in the chat, so go ahead and click those links. And yeah, that's gonna do it for us. We'll see you at the next races.